What's going on, guys? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to another MLB recap video. And before we start talking about baseball, I have some good news and I have some bad news. So the good news is on a personal level, we just hit 49,000 subscribers. So to everyone watching right now who has ever left a like on my video, a comment, anything that has to do with supporting me as a YouTube creator or a Twitch streamer, I just want to say thank you guys so much. So that's the good news. That's the first thing that I wanted to talk about. Now the bad news is something that actually, it really gives me anxiety just to talk about it. So if you guys don't know, out in Florida today, so today is Sunday, August 26th, there was actually a shooting out in Florida at a Madden tournament. You can't even go to school anymore without the fear of getting shot up. The clubs, concerts, movie theaters, and now Madden tournament, really. So the one thing that I want you guys to understand and take away from this video, because I want to have fun with this video, I want to kind of take away from all of that and be able to be an escape for you guys, because I have anxiety. Thinking about this stuff gives me anxiety, because being from Las Vegas and being part of the biggest mass shooting in American history, I'm telling you, anytime I hear gunshots or loud noises, it freaks me out, because I had an ex-girlfriend that went there. It was really tough. But just hearing the news that happened over in Florida, I just want you guys all to keep in mind that not every single day is promised to you. There is no guarantee that tomorrow is going to happen. So with that, I just urge you guys, whether you're having beef with your parents or beef with your teachers, coaches, friends, anything that has to do with you and acting with other people, just always try and be the bigger person. Just take the blame if you need to sometimes, just to squash the beef. Tell your parents that you love them. Tell your family that you love them. Your friends. Take care of yourself, because again, you never know what someone else has going on in their life to get to the point where they harm other people. So guys, I know that's the worst news that can ever possibly open up a baseball video, is a shooting at a Madden tournament. But I just want to say, you guys are in my thoughts. Prayers out to you guys. And I know it's kind of a weird segue, but let's get back into the video.
Castro swings at the first pitch, a little bit of an Olay by Camargo. Swanson trying to bail him out, and he does! Oh, what a play by Dansby Swanson. Castro, I don't know if he tipped that ball or not, but...
So now that you guys just saw the clip, what player did you think of when he made that play? So that was Dansby Swanson of the Atlanta Braves. But if I closed my eyes, opened them up real quick, and I just looked at the play, I promise you I would have thought it was Derek Jeter. That was the premier Derek Jeter play, and it just makes me miss Derek Jeter. Everyone hated the Yankees back in the day, but everyone loved Derek Jeter. That's how much Derek Jeter had an impact on the game, and I miss him. Now, he's probably not the best GM I've ever seen in my entire life. Like him with the Marlins, it's like Phil Jackson with the Knicks. He was a great coach, great everything that has to do with basketball. Then as soon as he got in control of the team, yeah, no. Kind of like Derek Jeter. Dansby Swanson, that was an amazing play. Every time I see a shortstop go to his right and then throw it across his body and get a guy that can actually fly on the base paths, it's always one of those things that's like, my brain can't comprehend it as an ex-baseball player. I don't know how these guys make those plays. So I would say Dansby Swanson, that's a 5-star play for me, man. Our next story is coming out from Colorado. So if you guys did not know, Matt Holliday is still playing baseball. He's not retired. He's not done. Everyone thought he was, but he just signed with the Colorado Rockies, and this happened yesterday.
High drive, deep left, take a good look. You won't see it for long. Big Daddy has done it.
It had been almost 10 years since Matt Holliday has worn a Rockies jersey, and since he lasted a home run at Coors Field with the Rockies. And I just really like that clip, because it just shows that dedication and motivation are one of those things that you can never have too much of. So Matt Holliday, everyone's kind of wrote him off. He's never going to play Major League Baseball again. Now he's back with his old team. The Rockies, I think, are tied for first place in the NL West. So he's going to actually play a huge part in the playoff race going forward. So Matt Holliday, man, it's a great time to be alive and be a baseball fan, because Matt Holliday with the Rockies, it's just, it kind of takes you back and makes you feel young again. It's great to see.
Here's Shohei, and he'll drive one out to left center field. Tony Kemp back at the track, at the wall, gone! Big fly, Ohtani side.
Arco, he went changeup again against Ohtani. This time he stays back, drives the ball to center field again.
Shohei Ohtani is one of those guys that I really kind of underrate how good this guy is as a batter, because we all know him as a pitcher, the guy can dial it up to 100 and 101 miles an hour. He's got an excellent changeup and curveball and off speed. So I think that we need to give Shohei Ohtani a little bit more respect with the stick, because this guy, he can really swing. I think that's his 14th home run already. His first year in Major League Baseball, he spent half of it pitching. He's got a 3.5 ERA with like 70-something strikeouts. So I just can't wait for his arm to get better so we can see Shohei back on the mound down as well and also hit, because this guy, honestly, he's the modern day Babe Ruth. He's not as good as Babe Ruth was, but a whole different era, whole different everything. But that's the last time that you've seen someone really good at hitting and pitching with Babe Ruth, so it's not terrible company to be in. All right, so our next clip is coming from the New York Yankees. If you guys don't know who this guy is, make sure that you guys keep this name in your mind going forward. Miguel Andujar, the rookie third baseman, first baseman, DH for the New York Yankees. This guy can rake.
Andujar hits this ball well to left off center field. Mullins going back, and that's out of here.
You said it, Flash. He's having a heck of a rookie year. Home run number 21.
The reason why I bring this clip up is not because it was a special home run or anything like that, but Miguel Andujar is in the thick of an AL Rookie of the Year race, and I'm not sure who's going to win. It's either going to be Gleyber Torres' teammate, it's going to be Miguel Andujar. There's a bunch of different players, so now I'm going to turn it back to you guys for the question of the day, so leave it in the comment section down below. Brett Anderson of the Miami Marlins, no one really knows who that guy is, but I think he's almost up to 150 hits, almost leading the league in hits right now as a rookie, so it's going to be between Acuna, Brett Anderson, you got Miguel Andujar, Luis Trevino, Gleyber Torres over in the AL, so I'm not really sure who's going to win it right now. I don't think there's any front runner, so I'm going to turn it up to you guys. Who's going to win?
Frazier drives one deep left field. That ball is out of here. Third home run in the last 4 games for Todd Frazier.
New York has now won 6 of 8 games, and Zach Wheeler improves to 7-0 over his last 8 starts.
I am sorry to all of you Washington Nationals fans out there. It's just being a Nationals fan has never been easy. I mean, a couple years ago in 2008 and 2009, you guys had back-to-back 100-loss seasons, and in doing so, you were able to get Steven Strasburg and Bryce Harper. So you would think, you know, times are great. We get Max Scherzer, we get Matt Adams is playing great, Bryce Harper's on the team, we got Anthony Rendon back, and you just, you just were held scoreless for 27 straight innings. And just to kind of put the cherry on top, Jason Vargas, a man that has a 7 ERA, he shut you out too. So I'm honestly curious in baseball history if there's ever been such a well-balanced team that has underperformed so mightily in the last couple years, because the team that they have constructed, the players that they have, the salary cap that they had, they should have won a World Series. They should not have won just one division series. So it sucks to be a Nationals fan. I can attest to that as an Indians fan. We were stacked back in the day and we could never take a chip, and then we choke against the Cubs 3-1. So it's tough being an Indians fan. It's tough being a Nationals fan, but just like the Astros, they're in complete baseball purgatory, and then they come back and win the World Series. So I don't know, guys. What do you think about the Nats? And guys, I think that's going to wrap it up for the stories. Now, I really wanted to keep this video short because I will be honest with you guys, my mind is in different places right now considering the fact that everything is happening on, you know, the outside world perspective. So we're going to go over the standings real quick and then just kind of end the video right there. So in the AL East, the Red Sox are now only 7 games up of the New York Yankees. So that's going to be very interesting. I think Mookie Betts is like 1 for 25 in his last 26 at-bats. So that's going to be crazy to watch. In the AL Central, again, the Indians they got that wrapped up. The AL West, the Athletics are still 1.5 games back of the Astros. In the National League, the Phillies are still 3 games back of the Braves. Now they're all playing really bad baseball. So the Braves are 4-6 in their last 10. The Phillies are 3-7 in their last 10. So neither team is playing great baseball right now, let's be honest. In the NL Central, the Cubs are up by 4 games against the Cardinals, and the Brewers are down by 4.5 games. Now the Cubs are 7-3 in their last 10 games. The Cardinals are 7-3, so they're all playing good baseball. The Brewers 5-5. That's why they're 4.5 games back. And then in the NL West, the Rockies are 7-3 in their last 10 games, and they are now tied with the Diamondbacks in first place. And then you got the Dodgers down there at 2.5 games because they're 5-5 in their last 10. So holy smokes. The NL West is going to be insane. The NL Central is still interesting. The NL East is still interesting. So the whole National League is going to be interesting. And then you got the AL West. And then who knows if the Yankees are going to come back with Aaron Judge and just take the AL East by storm because the Red Sox are scuffling right now. But let's talk about the wild card standings real quick. All right, so in the American League, the Yankees and the Athletics are in first and second place for the wild card. The Mariners are now 4 games out, so we'll see how that turns out for Mariners fans. In the National League, we got 4 teams wrapped up right now. So the Cardinals are up by a half game, and then the Diamondbacks, Rockies, and Brewers are all tied for second place in the wild card. And then we got the Phillies and the Dodgers all within 3 games of that wild card spot, the second spot. So that's going to be super interesting to see. I'm super pumped up for the standings. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video right there. I promise you guys tomorrow it will be a normal MLB recap video if everything goes to plan in terms of there's no more crazy shootings or anything like that. My mind's in different places right now. But guys, thank you all so much for supporting me. Thank you guys for 49,000 subscribers. Again, keep those people out in Florida in your prayers. And if you're not religious, just, I don't know, put it out in the world because Some people believe in karma, some people believe in God, who knows, but it's a scary world to be in, but hopefully I was able to be a little escape to some of you guys out there, and honestly, you guys are an escape for me too, because I was freaking out a little bit, and just talking about baseball, talking about sports, it really takes my mind off of crazy stuff like that. So guys, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow for yet another MLB recap video, because we have some crazy news already happening today. Someone just hit a home run for their 7th straight game, becoming only the 7th player in history to do that. And guys, also let me know in the comment section, who do you think is going to win the Little League World Series? And I think that's going to wrap it up for me. I'm hoping that Hawaii wins. But guys, I'm going to leave it there. Peace out.